It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC East. It's the Bills and the Pats, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. An escape, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Brooks, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's a 2nd and 5. Ooh, with a juke. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Bills! A great effort there. his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Thompson looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now it's Thompson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just about...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore.
Sanders got it. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Able to find Willis. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's Thompson. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Trying again on 2nd down. It's Thompson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Now here's a throw that's complete. The Patriots at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Bills ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Thompson going to throw again on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And the drive starts with a completion left side. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. He stiff arms him. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Thompson. And once again, this is Sanders. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Johnson, the man in motion right. To the air again, Thompson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Thompson. Looking middle, and that's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Thompson now from the gun. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. 2nd and 10. 2nd down. Here's Thompson. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. The Bears locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Falcons seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Colts trying to finish that one off and claim victory.
Okay,
this
Coach,
has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle. We have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Across the 25 and down at the 28. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Bills take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit, and Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
New England trying to get a place on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. That is caught, and he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now a throw.
fair to the defense, they played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They work now on 2nd and 9. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Thompson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground with Robinson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Thompson will look to the air on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Major. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is 1st and 10. Now Thompson. This is Robinson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Here's Thompson.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here now, 3rd down.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Buffalo, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our